Breaking Instagram news, we now have the ability to have up to 5 links inside of our Instagram bios. Now, if you do not have this feature yet, we're not panicking. We know it takes time to roll out to different accounts. So you will see this over the next couple of days, weeks, months. Could take a hot second for you to get it, but we're not going to panic if we don't have it just yet. Now, what does this mean for us? If you are somebody who is using your social media to direct people outside of the app, you want to be leveraging these links in an intelligent way, because we know if we give too many options to people, they're not going to make a choice. People are indecisive. So if you say you can walk through one of 5 doors, that can get a little bit dicey because people don't know which way to go. We want to make sure we're clearly navigating people toward what we need. So whether you are using one link and you're linking it out to something like a link tree, or you've got a subdomain on your website, which is what I hope you are doing, it's a much better strategy, and directing them to other links, you have to be very clear about how you're doing this. So let's talk about making the most out of this. We now have 5 links available to us. I do recommend that you're using these to direct them to what's going to be the most profitable for you. So where do you need to direct your audience? For most people, the first and most important thing we want is to direct them toward a newsletter, because we do not necessarily want to be putting all of our eggs in one basket. We don't want everybody just hanging out on our social media. At any point, TikTok could be taken away, Instagram could be taken down, we could have some massive failure of Facebook. We know that there are issues with social media, and if it goes away all of a sudden, we get blocked, we get banned, we lose our account, somebody reports us falsely, it's a whole vibe. We could lose our entire audience. So we're going to drive traffic first and foremost to our newsletters, where we always have access to our people, and the only way they don't see our posts is if they actively choose not to read our email and put it in the trash can. Whereas with social media, people can easily miss your posts. So we want to be using this to drive traffic toward our most important things. Your newsletter should absolutely be one of them. Now, I would recommend that you don't necessarily just fill up those 5 spaces and call it a day. If you are somebody who's doing affiliate marketing, if you have an Amazon storefront, if you are directing them to your like to know, if you've got a lot of things going on, you can be leveraging these in smart ways. So if you're somebody who is showing off things, if you're doing Amazon must-haves, or if you're showing off tools and tech that you are using inside of your business, or whatever it happens to be, you can use these as subdomains on your website, which is what we talk about a lot. I want you to create a page on your website that is mobile friendly. It's only in the mobile version. You don't need this on your desktop version. And you can clearly delineate what is what. Now, before today, we only ever had one link available to us on most social media platforms, meaning we had to create this. And up at the top, you want the most important things. Then you want the next most important things. You want to show people where they can find you elsewhere on social media. Then we're going to have the next most important things. So if you're driving traffic toward things where you're making commissions, that's probably a good place to have it. You're driving traffic toward articles that you've written or things that you've done, that's going to go lower than that. So you want to make sure you've got sections and gaps on this website so people know where to go. You are showing them the path. You're giving them the most important things first. This is going to be the same on your Instagram. So you could have one link and just have them click there and go through all of that. That is important. And in fact, that's probably what I'm going to suggest you do first and foremost. That should be your most important link. Outside of that, you can do this one of 2 ways. Just have them for your social medias. Those are fine. You can direct people toward those different social medias, and that's fine. Or you can have different sections. So let's say you run more than one business. Now you've got a section for one business. Now you've got a section for another business. Or let's say you are going to have your affiliate links. Have all those affiliate links or have the commission links in a separate setting so that you have the most important link, the next most important link, your commission links, and we're going to take up those 5 spaces. You can do this however you want, but you want to make sure you have a very clear guided path for them. For somebody like me, I now run my multiple businesses under one umbrella on social media. My YouTube channels are differentiated, but my Instagram, my TikTok, my Lemonade, all of those things are condensed together. And so for me, if I were going to space all these things out, I would have that driving force as my top link, the most important link that I've got. I would have a link for all of my social medias. Then I would have a link for my social media marketing education. I would have a link for my author books, and I would have a link for tools and technology that I'm recommending to people. You can kind of see how that now spaces things out. People have a very clear driving force and know where they're going. From there, I'm going to link those out to my website, where I've got multiple links on those pages, but now it's not something that they have to go through and scroll an entire page to see. So if you have ways of differentiating them, by all means do that. If not, you don't have to use all 5. You don't have to use all 5. You can use your one. You can maintain with your version of Linktree. Again, we're not using Linktree because they have actually depreciated Linktree. Most of them will send out warnings when people try to click on your Linktree, so we don't use that anymore. We are creating pages on our website so that we can have that information so people can easily go through it and they know exactly what's going to be happening there. You're guiding them down that path, and then you can use the remnants of those links for your social media links or for fun things. If you have something that you're talking about right now in the moment, we're talking a lot about affiliate links and commissions right now because I think that's a really relevant topic for us. If you have something that's on sale right now, or you're talking about something really cool that's happening right now, you can use those bonus links as spaces for those specific things. So then when you rotate them out, it's not going to matter. You still have your main link that shows everything, but you can highlight specific things. If you were featured in a magazine, you can highlight that special link for a week, for a month, for however long. You can switch those out as needed. So your top link should guide people to where they need to go. From there, you can then decide how you're going to practically use the rest of them, but you don't have to use all of them. And if you're not going to use all of them, maybe you want to use them for your social media links. Make it easy for people. You do not have to use a feature just because it's there, but you can leverage this to your benefit depending on what you're doing. Now, if you've got questions on this, feel free to drop those down below. I gave you some guidance and overall ideas for how to do this, but I understand that every business is different. I want to make sure we're making the most out of this for you. So if you've got specific things in your business that you're questioning what's going to be your best use of these links, I'm happy to help. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below and I'll offer a little bit of guidance for this one. If you feel like there's a lot we have to discuss, I actually have coaching available for you to make sure we're streamlining your business so you can be more profitable inside of your business with what you're doing right now. Highly recommend coaching to everybody because it's going to level up and allow you to skip over a lot of those steps. But if you just have a basic question of, do you think this is going to be better or this is going to be better, go ahead and drop it down below. I'm happy to help out with that one. We can make sure that we are getting the most use out of your links on Instagram, and stay tuned for upcoming breaking news on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, live streaming, tools and technology, and the resources you need so that you can make your social media content faster, stronger, and better without the stress and overwhelm, because I want you to be able to run your business and live your best life without having your social media content looming over your head. We'll see you in the next episode.